Oh, welcome back my gardening friends. Well, this is the unknown purple variety that I found on this allotment, hashtag starting an allotment in my playlist. My playlist contains each month that I put a video up, so have a little look, you might find something in there interesting. And I look back at the last year's September, last year's August, July, see what I've been up to. These were planted on the 22nd of April this year, and there was 3 seed potatoes. Not sure what we're going to get out of them, but quality, not quantity. Lovely worms. As long as we get a few. Now obviously there's been a lot of talk about Brexit and food shortages, medical shortages coming into the UK, and I think more people should grow their own. At least we know what's been sprayed on them. Literally nothing other than my homemade liquids, urine, etc. But we can put up with that. And I think if we all eat a little bit healthier, we won't worry about the medication that they say we're not going to get into the country, and the shortages that we may get to that. What are your thoughts, guys? Those that live in the UK, or those that would perhaps send their crops, excuse my head, because if I drop a potato I normally forget about it. What are your thoughts? I know me and the wife, Mrs. King, we try and eat as much as we can that we grow, and what we don't eat ourselves I take to work, to my work colleagues, like the beans, etc. And this week I had a massive bag of plums given me, so I'll be taking more beans in future. But that's the way things will need to work, sharing our food, what we grow, swapping with others, and hopefully living a healthier lifestyle. I'll just double check that, make sure I've got them all. So I've saved the 4 seeds there. I forgot in time put them in the water, because I've been told it's better to leave the soil on them, let them dry out in the open for quite a while, let the skins toughen up, and they'll last a lot longer over the winter. Few marks on them, can't really tell, but what a, don't know whether that's coming out on the camera, what a cracking looking colour. I'll just finish those off and clean them up a little bit better. well, it helps if I actually stop it, but as you can see there, we've got some very nice shaped carrots, which some are edible, so I'm going to get those tidied up now and have a nice brew. So why have I bought the stove over here today? Because I'm going to have a massive, excuse me, moment. I can't eat them raw, or not on a regular basis. Then we'll have them like that. So, whilst that's cooking away, let's go and have a little look at my thoughts on my new raised beds. As some of you know, I've been tidying this area up. These are the slabs now. I've took them up off the path, and it ain't a bad line. More difficult than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, it's going on to the raised beds. Obviously I want to now be able to grow not more than what I normally grow, but lots of different things, so that we can satisfy our needs. I think I'll go up to the top end. You may see it a little bit better. Now, I did try and plan where I planted things so that they didn't get in the way. Well, this is a 700mm wide path going straight through there, through the beans. Beans are not a problem because they'll be taken out, but the peacock white kale, which is doing really well at the moment, is smack bang in the way. So that will be the path directly up the middle. So then we'll have the beds 140 inches by 1.17 meters wide. I don't know what the 140 inches converted is, work that one out yourselves, but it's that distance. Then we have a 500 path, and then behind that cabbage we have a 700 path. So basically the 700 path will crisscross directly through the middle, and there we can see another bed there, 500, another bed, and then 700 running in front of the what was the compost bins. So then another bed 140. Don't like walking with a camera. We get to another 500 path, and then a 900 bed. So the beds at the front will be 1.17 wide, or long should we say, and 900, and they'll have a slope on them for use as coal frames. And in between, where's the path gone? That path there, I will have a Spudomatic. So if you don't know what one of those is, pop over to Southport Davy Urban Farm and look at some of his videos on the Spudomatic. So I'm hoping to be able to erect something very similar. It'll be ad hoc. We'll just see what actually happens with it. And in between some of the beds, I'm thinking about having some netting all the way over so I can grow beans and peas either side as permanent beds, or so I can move them. I'm thinking about having the bean beds as permanent. some reason YouTube keeps picking this one as the thumbnails, so let's give them a chance, see if they'll pick it again. And all the wood from the old borders, and some of that there is from my old pallet bin. Well, let's look a little bit closer. So this is a pallet bin without the plastic. I thought I'd just show you that. And while we're at it, this is the manure runoff. I'm going to be using an IBC on the other allotment. So basically it's thick plastic down both sides. The thick plastic's curled up here, then there's some flimsy plastic that went up the top just to stop the boards rotting, and then the juices run out into there. But as you can see, it's had its day. It's been here now nearly 5 years, so it's done very, very well. So this bed had the spent compost, the cannabis growers throw away in the lanes, etc. And this now has been put around the allotment. So my intentions are, this was just to show you, but I'll be levelling all this out when I take this next cabbage. We'll be eating that other cabbage for about 3 weeks, the size of it. Level that out, and then I'm going to put my rotavator on it to stir it up to save me digging too much. I'll transfer then some of the good soil to another area, a holding area, so I can start building the beds over this side. The beetroot will be gone, the lettuce won't be long. All the potato compost, a spent potato compost, because I make it myself, it still has time to rot down, and I've got all these bags. I don't know how much I'm going to need, but this is the sort of stuff that I would normally use in the bottom of the carrots, or mix 1/3 with my next year's potatoes. So it's just recycled all the while till the potatoes have made a real good job of it. And this manure will be bagged up, and this will be going in the bottom of all the raised beds. No matter what I'm growing in it, right at the bottoms as a base. So this is the 700 path, which will run down the full length behind me. The pallet collars will then sit here. They're roughly 3 foot, about a metre wide. I think they're a metre, might be wrong, but they'll run exactly like the carrot boxes do, all the way down here, all the way along. I'll be taking the material out of there, sieving it and put it in behind me into the pallet collars, all the way down. As soon as I've harvested all the carrots from there, that'll be emptied and put into these collars on this side. And then when we finish with the parsnips about March, April next year, then this one will be coming down because it will be running this way. The celery hasn't been blanching very well, and I did see Alan at the Dawn Chorus the Dawn Chorus allotment. Come on, it ain't an allotment. Sorry Alan, I lost it mate. But anyway, I saw him use pallet collars on his celery. I'll be doing it again when the pallet collars are all over this side, perhaps further up the plot, because it seemed to work very well for him. So simple, just add the collars as it grows, and hopefully it will blanch a little bit better than it has done this year. The pips from the leeks are doing too well. Now I noticed that they'd gone down to single leaves, more like grass. Is that okay? Help please. So I tried to work everything out, so the measurements, the other post will actually be, there's my finger gone, here it is, the other post will be about there, so I can't really do a great deal, but it's a start. And my measures weren't too far out because that's the fruit cage that we shortened, so we got the extra width. We've got about 900 path here, so that we have got plenty of room to bring materials up. So I should have enough turning room to go through the 700 gap there, and then in the middle go either way, because all my composting bins and storage areas will be on plot 1. Just a couple of disappointments. This bean now is just started to go yellow, and I know they have to be green. Steve from Digwell Green Fingers just give me a note on that. I presume it needs to be more of a green colour, so I'll have to look for the longest. That was my longest. And also the marrow has rotted up at the allotments, but the pumpkin is nearly as big as the cabbage. I can't move it, guys. I don't think I can even get it out the gate. And I've managed to get another builder's bag, a 1 ton builder's bag. Now I've been told off about saying excuse me, so I'm going to say nice. Oh, there's something about the smell of mint when it's in a saucepan or the steamer. We normally steam everything, but I haven't got that luxury. But anyway, let's get it sieved and let's have a hearty meal. Wow. So that's probably been 45 minutes from harvest to eating, and so nice. So, sod Brexit, let's grow our own, let's eat and live a healthier lifestyle and not give a damn about anything. Just got that to finish off, and that's for pudding, and I forgot to eat that the other day, so I'm going to eat it now. Green grapes are absolutely gorgeous, and round 2 of the strawberries, let's make sure you can see that. Oh yes, you can. Round 2 of the strawberries are even better. So I'm going to finish these off. Happy gardening to you all. You cannot beat this. I've got to lock the allotments up tonight, so just wait till dusk, and I can have this little bit of tea, and then I'll go and do something else. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. Take care, my friends. Ta-ra for now.